You've got to pay attention to yourself. Created like God, you are in every way perfect. God is infinite in wisdom, is omnipotent. In that same way, there's so much wisdom that there is enormous wisdom resident inside of you. The best version of yourself is that one that you see in the image of your mind. When you sit to meditate, when you sit to envision, when you sit and you close your eyes, who do you see in the next 5 to 10 years? What would you be doing today that aligns with that person that you say? Remember, the competition really is to become the next and higher version of yourself. What am I supposed to do today that would align with seeing myself in the next 5 to 10 years? Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Journey with me. My name is Abimbola Mesele and I am your host. It's been my delight and my honor to guide you week in, week out through various transformative themes. We started with discovering your greatness, and last week we looked at embracing your perfection. You know, perfection is not about being flawless, but it's about embracing the authentic you. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself the question, who am I? Those things that you look at and you think, oh, okay, this is my weakness, have you ever thought of it? It could just be an overstatement. We looked at two different individuals who embraced their potential, who embraced their perfection, and they're doing amazing things. Joyce Meyer went through depression, abuse, and now she is using her pain as a message that has touched several millions all over the nations of the world. And today we are looking at unlocking your full potential. Inside of you is enormous creativity, brilliance. There's so much wisdom inside of you. Today we're looking at how to become the best and higher version of yourself every day. There is entirely no need for the competition. Every day you can wake up to just become the next and best version of yourself. The competition with yourself is you, really. And so today I'm going to speak to you about 5 different ways to which you can unlock your full potential. Some people call it your higher self, and that's the infinite wisdom, the enormous potential that lies inside of you. There is so much greatness inside of you. There's potential, there's creativity, there's brilliance, and every single day you ought to make up your mind to be the best version of yourself. 5 things we're going to look at today. The first thing is to understand what exactly it is to be your higher self. What exactly is it to be the best version of yourself? Now, the best version of yourself is that one that you see in the image of your mind. I usually will say to people, if you shut your eyes and you think about it, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? This is not about wishing, I wish I were this, but if you will truly sit with yourself. Oftentimes we are busy on social media doing different kinds of things that we think are important, but it's truly more important that every day we can sit with ourselves and just find out, who are we? The first thing that I want to share with you today is the power of meditation. That when you sit to meditate, when you sit to envision, you could also call it visualization. When you sit and you close your eyes, who do you see in the next 5 to 10 years? And sometimes I say to the people who I work with, when you sit, by yourself and you ask yourself, shutting your eyes, and the reason you shut your eyes is not, there's no myth to it, it's just for you to gain that concentration. When you ask yourself, who do I see in the next 5 to 10 years? And you can settle in and see that person. There is so much wisdom and alignment and clarity when you begin to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years. Who are you? And sometimes I said to them, can you ask yourself, go a step further and ask that person that you're seeing in the next 5 to 10 years, what would you be doing today that aligns with that person that you say? Remember, the competition really is to become the next and higher version of yourself. It's important every day that you take time to just sit down and visualize and remind yourself of that image. There's so many distractions out there that will take us away from the focus of becoming our true and best and the higher version of ourselves every day. It's important that every day we take time to just sit down and visualize again. The next 5 to 10 years, where do I see myself? Perhaps you want to take a pause right now. Let's do it together. Shut your eyes if you can, if you're not driving. And just visualize. In 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? Okay, in the next 5 years, I'm going to give you like 30 seconds or 1 minute. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Now, 5 to 10 years, there's no myth to it, there's no magic about the number. It's just to be able to give yourself that gap, that space, so that you're not under pressure. 5 to 10 years, where do you see yourself? Okay, you want to go a step further again and then say to yourself, what am I supposed to do today that would align with seeing myself in the next 5 to 10 years? Now, if you truly ask yourself that question, and maybe you get a notepad beside you, you're going to find out that wisdom will start to come to you. Not wisdom from out there, but the wisdom that is resident in you. Some people call it your higher self. You're going to begin to find guidance every day. Imagine setting time aside to visualize every day. It could be in the morning. It could be in the evening. Just walk around the time that is convenient for you, that you can settle and shut out the noise. And just shut your eyes. Sometimes 5 minutes can be so powerful. I do this every single day. It could be in the evening when you settle just before going to bed. Or most times, in the morning, it just gives you that energy to set your actions. Some people actually start their day, the day before, to just visualize and just set goals or set intentions. Intentions are higher. Set intentions for the next day aligned. You will discover that if you set out time to do this every day, you're not easily going to be trapped in the comparison of, oh, why is my life like this? This person is better, because you're truly focused on yourself. So the first thing is visualization, and you've got to set out time to do it every single day. Settle in with yourself. Who am I? Where am I? Where would I be in the next 5 years? And then you can go a step further and with a notepad and just ask that higher self, that person, that Abimbola in the next 5 years, what am I supposed to be doing today that will get me to that place in the next 5 years? Imagine doing this every single day. It also helps you with self-reflection, so that at the end of the day, you can look back and say, okay, when I visualized yesterday, I got wisdom on doing this and doing that. Today it's evening. In self-reflection, which is the second thing, you are able to ask yourself, did I do those things that I set out to do? See, so the first thing is visualization. And taking from visualization, the second thing, you're able to set intentions. Haven't visualized where you're supposed to be in the next 5 to 10 years, you can set intentions. Okay, as to I intend to grow exponentially in this area, having visualized. So its intentions are actually personal. You get them from the wisdom that is inside of you. I would tell and remind you again and again that there is enormous wisdom resident inside of you. So every day, set out time to visualize. Remember what we're talking about today, unlocking your full potential. I mean, there's so much inside of you that you can tap into till this world ends, and you will not be done. I shared at the beginning, introducing this podcast series that created like God, you are in every way perfect. God is infinite in wisdom, is omnipotent. In that same way, there's so much wisdom resident inside of you. So to unlock your full potential, you've got to pay attention to yourself. And the first thing is visualization. Every day set out time to visualize. The second thing is set intentions aligned with who you see yourself to be in the next 5 to 10 years. The third thing is begin to take aligned actions. So the first is visualization. The second thing is setting intentions that aligns with who you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years. The third thing is aligned actions. It's not important to just set intentions. It's important that you begin to take steps every day. You begin to align your actions in line with intentions. So you're not just visualizing, you're not just wishing things, you are setting intentions. So it's important that when you want to set out time to visualize, you take a notepad. So because there's so much wisdom that is going to come to you, so you're able to write down the wisdom. You're able to set intentions also. And the third thing, take aligned actions. Take aligned actions. So you go out every day and take aligned actions. And sometimes it's not in the massive things, it's in the small actions every day. It's going to compound over a period of time, over 6 months, over 1 year. And usually I share with you, sometimes it's not in the massive results. Sometimes it's in knowing that you have grown. The fourth thing is reflection. So as you take aligned actions, you're not just acting every day, you're not just doing things every day. You want to self-reflect and say, okay, this that I've done today, what has it amounted to? This that I've done today, what has it resulted to? This that I've done today, what have I learned? What lesson have I learned? How have I grown? You see, so visualization, setting intentions, taking aligned actions, and the fourth thing is self-reflection. You want to reflect every day. You want to reflect every day on how far you have gone so that you can make adjustments when necessary. And then the fifth thing is find a group of community. Find a community, a support network, people of like minds. So that yes, people who are on the same path with you. Some of them could be mentors, some of them could be colleagues, some of them could be accountability partners. So you want to share with someone, these are these are my intentions, these are the actions that I intend to take. I want to get back to you in the next 1 month, in the next 2 months to let you know how far I've gone. So it's important to surround yourself with a network of friends, of mentors, of colleagues, people who can steer you to continue to take actions in the right direction. And the last thing that I'm going to share with you, I remember I said 5, but let me give you one more, is to celebrate your wins. I said to you, aligned actions sometimes won't be the massive ones, they're going to be small steps every day, but every single day celebrate your win. You might do that through having a gratitude journal. I do have one. That every day you just record, and sometimes my gratitude journal, all I've written that day is, I'm happy and glad that I have grown. You see, that's so massive, because if you don't celebrate yourself, who will celebrate your small wins? And then when the massive things happen, you can as well celebrate. I've lived a life of just going one goal after another, not just settling down to even thank or praise myself. I've got one goal after another, one goal. I've lived a fast-paced life. But of recent, in the last 1 year, 18 months, I've been able to realize how important it is to settle and celebrate your small wins. Okay, so today this is all we can go on, unlocking your full potential. I want to hear from you. Please like, subscribe, and share. You want to share this with your network so that you're not the only one just doing all of the good things. You're sharing this with your network, so you're hearing the same things together. You can celebrate your small wins together. You can check on yourselves together. So like, subscribe, and share. Week in, week out, I'm going to bring you transformative theme that can help you become the next and higher version of yourself. The world is waiting. There's so much answer inside of you. There is absolutely no need to compare yourself. You are perfection in every way. I would also want to, hear your comments. How has this helped you? And what else would you want me to talk about in coming weeks? Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to joining you again next week. Bye for now.